on, but this is John Bain. I want to welcome you to Conan Exiles. Hopefully you guys are doing pretty good today. I'm doing good myself. Don't want to forget to remind you guys, hit the subscribe button and the notification bell so you can be here when stuff happens. And we're back, and we're at the treehouse. But today we're going to do something different than builderizations. I'm going to show you some builderizations that I did on stream. I wanted to test out how to make a quest and tried to do something simple. So I figured we could go over the steps today of what I did and show you all the parts of it so you can see how the process works. And I learned a lot from it so I can know how to design a better, longer, bigger, stronger, whatever quest too. So that's done. We also did a little bit of testing here and there. I wanted to see some other testing too. Did I still have it over to take it down? I must have taken it down or it's gone. Yeah, it was... where are you? Quit hiding from me. You got stuff to do. Over here. There you go. You can see I tested one of the horizontal elevators to see how I could tie it in and different things. All this is coming down. This is the final bits of testing we did on the stream. Nothing too major, just looking at different ways to connect an elevator over. The problem with this way, again, is over here you can see the gap coming off of there. So that's not necessarily a perfect solution for it. It was okay, and I can't build down any further or it'll cut through the ceiling. So I don't like that happening. As you can see in here, I had a couple things to act a little wonky trying to place stuff back. But as you can see here, I was trying different things. Here, I'll get rid of you too. And I am in admin mode because we're about to go over to the spot so I can show you all the things for the questing. But anyway, that is what this is. And it works out pretty good for, like, I can push it back up to 2 ceilings back and it looks okay-ish. I think 1 ceiling back is going to be the way it goes. But then this will lead over to here, and I was thinking it'd be pretty neat to build something to go up and around and have another house up there or something like that. We'll get into that, though. We need to finish our main, well, we need to get our horizontal elevators built to the different trees. We're going to hub off of this one, and then we need to finish building this guy, too. So this is everything that's been done so far, and it wasn't really, again, nothing much. I really don't want to do too much with on the streams and not on camera for you guys in the YouTubes. So anyway, let me head over to where this quest starts, and we can get started. Okay, we're here. We're right outside of the Relic Hunter City. I do have God mode turned on, and again, admin type stuff, just so I can show you everything in here. Whenever doing like quest stuff on this server, I'm going to be in those modes and also have a limited building just because it's not for personal gains, it's for the server type stuff. And grinding mats already for the builds is enough. So getting using more mats for quests, I'm not going to do that. So anyway, we're here. I've actually added some trees on the outside. These just kind of give it some more flavor. When they walk into the Relic Hunter City, they'll see this place. Did something simple. There's a Stygian building pieces we got. There's a little lumber pack here. And it just, when you go inside, if you can get inside, we have an interior. And set this up. There's a little bit of grass coming through, but again, for testing, I didn't get too crazy OCD with it, but I got OCD enough. Tried to fill this place out some, and there's a theme to it because the lady here is a collectionist. They're not a hoarder, they're a collectionist. So she collects lots of different things, neat little stuff's going on here. Just trying to make it look a little bit lived in and stuff. And she's a starting collectionist, so she doesn't have like a crap load of stuff yet. And with her, I can't talk to her completely. And I have already done the quest, so this kind of sucks that I can't go through it with you, but at least you can see what we've done. So inside with her, we have the equipment editor, which I've put a Relic Hunter stuff on her. She also has a character editor, which we've done that too. And then inside of the Mushi editor, this is where the big stuff happens. So with the quests and stuff like that, you can add dialogue that creates certain things to happen. So we have an origin node that goes checks if you've completed a quest. Then if you have not already, it starts you off on this thing. If you have, then it checks to see if you've got an item from finishing the quest that brings it to another dialogue. So let's assume this is the first time you've come to her. We'll go straight there, and she starts off by saying, "Hi, I'm Kira. I'd like to collect things. I'm sure you do too. Would you like to help me collect something?" And then I put option nodes in, which when you right-click, you can do option node, and it gives you options to respond with. And like, yeah, sure, I'm a hoarder too. What are you trying to get? What are you trying to get? Or so you call being a hoarder a collectionist? No, thanks. And say, no, I collect stuff, not hoard it, but I'm glad you're willing to help me. And there's too bad you can't grasp the difference. Maybe one day you'll be enlightened enough to discern between the two. Good day. And that ends that dialogue if you choose that, but you can start it again and go back through this. Anyway, what it does, I put a wait note in because it's the only way it seems to work. You can append dialogues. The reason, okay, let me back up. When you talk and you have another dialogue right after it, it will not even play that. It'll go straight to whatever it is. So you have to put a wait note in. You can append to add more text below it. But I liked it better with the new box. So that's what the wait notes are for. Anyway, if you know I click something to help me, blah, blah, blah. I've been looking for an artifact. There are those who feel they should own them, but they belong in a museum. And then we've got a wait node. Then I have a colleague in the jungle searching in an area near the ruined temple. You should head to over there and talk to them as soon as possible. And then you have an action node you can add, which it gives you a lot of different options here. So you can see there's a whole bunch of different things. And what this will do is I have it give quest, and the quest name is Find the Colleague. And then I have it doesn't expire, but it notifies the player. So having Find the Colleague, that means that they need to go find their colleague in the jungle near the ruined temple. And so that's how that line goes. We'll come back to her once we get further into the stuffs. But and then we can just do Control Q to quit. So that is the beginning of getting a quest here, which now we'll just go ahead and do this. Since I have admin mode on, we can do this. I have him right around here, I believe. Okay, he's down here. And this is her colleague, and he's got a little tent set up. Some supplies, a little campfire, a little seat behind him. And his name is Graham. Hey, Graham, what's up? And we've already completed it, but we'll go to this, and I'll show you his equipment editor. So we've got the Yamati foot soldier hat, some relic hunter stuff on him just to kind of tie it in with her. And then on the Mushi editor, here we go. So if you remember from the last one, you got the quest, Get the Crown. It checks if you have it, and if you do have it, then it brings it down to here. Wait, where'd it go? Oh, has completed. No, sorry, we don't want completed. We want has quest. So you shouldn't have completed Get the Crown, and you should check if you got Get the Crown. Neither one of those have been given yet. I'm sorry, Find the Colleague was the one to find. Now, if you haven't gone and talked to her yet, and you find him first, he says, hey there, have you been to the Relic Hunter City yet? That's all he says. But if you have the quest from her, Find the Colleague, then it brings up this, was that a snake behind you? Ugh, I hate them. And then there's options. No, are you sweating? Kira sent me? Or, good joke, not going to fall for it. Are you searching for something here for Kira? So then I have two separate dialogue trees going on, or branches going first. No, I just hate snakes. Why does it always have to be snakes? Or I could have swore I saw one. Man, I hate him. Gives me the creeps. There's a wait node. Kira did. Oh, that's great. I'm here searching for an artifact for her. Yes, I've been looking for an artifact for her. And then it goes back. If you can see the lines coming from here, you can pull from the output to go to inputs. You can see the line going across connecting, and both of these go to this point, which have a wait node. And then, well, since you're here, I might as well tell you what I found. To the south of Ruin City, there is a temple. And then you reply, oh, really? Did you go in it? I think I've seen it before, but isn't the door locked? This is just in case we have people on the server that saw that even first and couldn't get in. So, and then, oh, really, did you go in? Are you crazy? There might be snakes in there. I don't do snakes, but I did find the key to get inside here. Take it. Yes, it is, but I found the key here. I'm not using it. There might be snakes in there. So then there's an action node, and we have it giving an item, which is a room key 1. So you can do lookups here and do ID lookup. And in here, you can go to and look through all the different ones. And this is a great addition, I think, on PIPPI side. And where is it at? It was near the bottom. Oh, these are all the special stuffs. Those are harvested stuffs. Here we go. Okay, so here's the keys. So we have the different keys here, and I use room key 1. And when you click on it, it gives you the ID number to copy, and then that lets you paste it in here so you know you get that. So he gives them the key, and then he's like, I bet the door will close quickly behind you. So make sure when you open it, you go in there quickly. I only have 1, and that's it. And good luck. So the reason for that is we have a special door that closes in a certain amount of time, and it uses up the key, so they need to hurry up and get in there if they can. So then when that happens, they've completed the quest, Find the Colleague, because they have, and they get the new quest, Get the Crown. So that's now you need to go over there, which is what we're going to go do now, to where the actual dungeon or temple is or whatever. So let's do that. That's on the south side here. And we are... Excuse me, sir. I got work to do. I don't have time for your dilly-dallying around. And then it is around here. Here it is. Okay. So I've added some trees. They aren't necessarily jungle-like trees, but here's the entrance to the temple. You can see that a little bit of team. I went ahead and used a Lemurian set. I'm not really fond of it on how some things snap, but we were able to make it look okay. So when they come up in here, this is not supposed to be closed. I'm removing this. It keeps doing it, so I'm gonna... Can I pick it up? So in here, you can see we've got the hallway in, and then the way to get into this door here, it's called an egress, and I also put a warning right here just in case the door closes quickly. So you can't get in if you don't have the iron key. So we're gonna grab that right quick. I mean the room key 1. So we're gonna grab room key 1 right here. Also, I'm going to turn on invisibility or cloak. That's it. That way the mobs don't see me. We can just go through this and I can show you. So when you open it up, there we have spawns in here, which these are skeletons. And you can see in here we've got an NPC spawner. And this is what we're using to manage these mobs. So inside of here, it's enabled. It's hidden so no one else can see it except for the when you're an admin. Spawn intervals I have up at 5 minutes. And I didn't choose key populated. What I did is turn on the NPC count, so we'll spawn these over time and get them up to there. There's a roaming distance and whatnot, which I guess I could turn it up a little bit more. And I modified their health so they're not too much. I did some testing. I had a star metal two-handed sword and did all my testing based off of the base damage of that to kind of tune the encounter. And this is supposed to be a super easy quest, but there's a decent little... quest reward at the end. So once you clear this room or get through it without getting hit, you come up here, there's a ramp leading up, and in here we have snakes. Yes, there were snakes. Graham was right. And the same thing, I meant to show you the other part. Let me show you on this one. This is where you choose what you want to spawn. And there's a good amount of options here. Also, you can choose humanoid, and it'll do a specific humanoid instead. Same kind of idea here. We have 2 spawns for them. So you can see there and there. And then as you come down, I have a dragon in here, a baby dragon. But it's a tuned baby dragon. You probably... I can get to it, can't I? Yes. So I have enabled hidden, and we have monster beast, dragon, green hatchling. And put it at 2,200 health. And it is only one at a time, again. But he drops a kit. Now, that's something else I need to show you, because you can make kits in this, and this is how you make certain things happen. Kits. So what we have the Get the Crown, which is what I called it, and it drops a room key 2 and a worn crown. That's in the next room. And then the blood key is what we get from the dragon. From the dragon right there, bam. So we have to make these kits to allow things to be dropped by stuff. So going into you, again, we have the kits here. You can see they're there. There's the blood key, bam, it's all in there, and we have everything lined up. So that's how this one is. And so they have to beat him, and that gives them the blood key. Which I'm not going to do that right now. We'll just go ahead and do this. Go here. Other blood key. There we go. So now we have a blood key and we can get inside. Now, once we get that, you can see this is an egress. The thing with egresses, too, you can set it up to do different things. I have it with the visuals. You can see the visual. You can change what it looks like. So you can put one of these egresses in. These are only available through the admin menu. All these special NPC spawners and stuff like that are only done through the admin menu. And you can do different types of things. I just simply have it where it's enabled and then a required item and remove the item once it's used. So we have that. So we have this one, and this leads us into the boss room. And this is kind of a funny room. So what we've got is the main... this is the main antagonist here. I use the Cult Embrace Alchemist from the AoC mod. And I buffed him up a little bit, 2,600 health. And also made him a little bit bigger. And it spawns and it drops the Get the Crown kit, which you saw had the crown and a key in it whenever you kill it. What I decided to mix it up some, like they kept on breaking different things in here, so I decided to change up some stuff, built the room, added some stuff, but then I was like, this needs a little more life in it. So we end up putting in spawners for some really crappy 1 health, 1 damage, 1 XP, and small different kinds of skeletons that he's been trying to summon things, and it's just gone awry, and things just keep spawning that he made that he can't control. So we have different ones. I did different sizes and a couple different mobs for it to be. So this one has a 0.85 scale, but they're all like super cheap, super quick kills. So he's just gonna be coming around, and when you come in the door, there's all these dead skeleton bodies everywhere. I thought that was pretty neat. Added in this part here, just something like an abomination. I did have a sacrifice table here, but he kept breaking it, so I said, screw it, you're not gonna get it. And we have a person in a cage here, which, you know, just aesthetics, man, aesthetics. There we go. There's a little guy right there. So that's kind of what he's doing, being pissed off and stuff. So once you kill him, you end up getting the crown and a key out. So the key itself, I locked the back door out of here. This is the easy way out. So to get out of that, again, you need to have, you can see here, room key 2, which is included in the kit with the crown that he drops. So that would lead out, and then you'd have the crown. Now, let's go back to Graham. You're not supposed to go to Graham. But if you do happen to go back to Graham while you have the quest and you have the crown, that's a nice spot this going at. Here, what we have, oops, that's whenever you finish. Edit. Go to the Mushi editor. So if you come in and you have not completed the quest, the crown, but has the quest, get the crown. It tells you down here. Wow, you actually. I mean, I knew you could get it. Were there any snakes? And then you can joke around. No, there wasn't any. Man, oh man, they should have been. There was this humongous serpent. It was so cool. Well, that's good as long as Kira's happy and we got the crown. Yikes! I can't believe you were able to make it through there. I'm glad you went instead of me. If you haven't gotten the crown yet. Oh, I messed up a little bit here, but anyway, if you had, that was if you actually completed the quest. I apologize. If you haven't completed the quest and you haven't gotten there, you better hurry up. Kira has had to wait too long already. Don't forget about the door. So, oops, I forgot that. Not perfect, but whoa. Yeah, I didn't want to change anything. All right, so we have that. Now let's go back to Kira. Here. And there's a nice sandstorm here. Nice, nice. So inside, whenever we have the crown. So here, when you come in, has completed the quest, get the crown. No, we just currently have it. Then it checks to see if we have the crown that the alchemist drops, which we do. So, and then there's also if you have get the crown. If you don't have it, and it still checks to see if you have the quest, get the crown. So let's say you went and talked to Graham, you got the quest, but then you end up coming back by here before you went to go do works. Works, that's good job. Where is this one? Oh, there we go, there. That back. And this one leads down over to here. I see you found Graham. I hope you both are able to find that crown and get it back safely. But if you have the crown, which is right here, this one leads you over to this dialogue right there. You found it. I hope it wasn't too much trouble. Did Graham help you out? I always wondered if he was doing his job. And then you have 2 options. Yep, he showed me the way there and had found the key to get in. And then, if you want to be a jerk, I guess you could call it doing his job. That man is more scared of snakes than losing his job. He did have the key and knew where to go, though. And then she replies with, excellent. I'm glad you made it back with the crown. If you're positive, if you're negative, oh, really? Going to have a serious talk with him. He can't be out there running away from everything he thinks is a snake. Either way, it comes through, does a little wait. And then she says, there it goes. Either way, I appreciate your help in bringing me the crown. I've got something for your hard work. This will help you carry more artifacts you might find. So out of the output, we have 2 things. They get the item, they get a small backpack, and then it also completes the quest. And that's the complete line of the quest. Now, if you come and talk to her when you already have the quest complete, there's a line here that's leading down. It says, I appreciate the work you did on getting that crown. It belongs to the museum, not in some crazies. Hands, visit again later, and I may have something else for you. So that is her part of the quest line. The small backpack is The small backpack is actually right here. This adds more encumbrance to you. So, like, if you have, it's at +9 right now. This adds +10. This is from Age of Calamitous. This is a special one, but +10. So with this sucker, you only need to pump in, 33 points of encumbrance, and as long as you're wearing it, you'll have the encumbrance buff, which is pretty nice for builderizations and stuff like that if you jump the specs. So I felt that was a worthy quest reward, at least for a first try, and it is up in there. So that's kind of how that works. I think it's pretty cool. I think what we need to do is let's go ahead and head back over to Graham over here. And what we'll do is go ahead and fix his little dialogue thing that was messed up. Edit. Launch Mushi Editor. So what the problem was is while you have... I want to make it to where if you have the crown. So what we can do is like bring this over 1. And this is kind of cool. You can see the actual editing happening here. What I want to do is add another condition. So if they come up and they have not completed the quest, get the crowns. So we're going to check if they have the actual ruined crown. So let's do... We need condition node here. And then if it's false, we get rid of this you get rid of the lines by clicking on them. Put false here. And then if this is false, it will continue the tree, which we've already started. And this slid over a little bit so it matches up a little nicer. So now we need to check for an item. So what we need to do is has item. And then to know, we need just to put 1. And then look up, ID lookup. And we should be able to do crown. Worn crown. So I'm going to copy this ID and paste it in here. So if you have the worn crown, and then now you're gonna actually get some other dialogue. So we're gonna add a dialogue node. So let's put it down here. Let's bring you down so you're lined up a little nicer. I wish there was a snapping in this. That'd be nice. So like, oh, you found it. You better get that. You better get it to Kiera as possible. I bet she's wondering if she'll ever get it. There we go. And then what we do up here is go up to this point, pull false. But actually, I need to bring this up here because it won't automatically scroll the screen. So I have to do it like this. Put false here. It has item. Sorry, true. And to the input. So if you have the crown and you need to get, you haven't turned anything in. Once you turn in the quest to, oh, I forgot to show you that on her. Dang it. So anyway, if you have the crown and you've been in on the quest, he'll actually give that type of answer to you because you're supposed to turn it into her, so that lets you kind of know where to turn it in at. I'm going to do Control S to save, and then Control Q, close. Let me get back to her and double check something because I think I forgot something. Over here, cancel. Right there. And sorry for jumping around, but I wanted to give you a preview of like how this whole thing works and what we did to make it happen. So once you start building the big quest, we'll know you kind of have an idea what the deal is. Let me double check her stuff then just to make sure we're good. So down here, it should be something that takes the item too. So once you it's completed it, has the worn crown here. Yep, show me, so glad you got the crown. So here is where we need to change something else or add another. Well, we can just add the action node above it. So let's do this. Let's put, we can leave it in the metal skirt. We'll put one below it. So we're going to add another action node. We need to get rid of that worn crown in their inventory. So we'll add a new action node. There we go. Put you here. And we'll do this. And then we will get, let's see, remove item. And then we still have the ID saved. And remove 1. And then this way, whenever they complete the quest, they won't still have a worn crown and we'll be good to go. So that will empty out everything. We have all that. That is what it is. And this is how the whole quest goes. So it's kind of, it goes across the map some. Did I save it? Which yes, I would like you to save it for me. Okay, so that's how the quest goes. You come to her, you go to Graham, you go to the temple, and you come back to her. Basically, if you go to the temple and then see Graham, he tells you to come to her, and all the steps in between, and try to get betwixt it all together. But that is what the whole quest system looks like. Next episode, we'll get back to work on the treehouse and stuff like that. But I just wanted to show you this. I thought it was pretty neat, and I thought you guys might be interested. Let me know in the comments down below what you think. And as always, guys, thank you so very much, and you all have a good night.